What's up, man? Another beautiful day in the city, man. I
Oh
try to tell
yeah,
you, it is beautiful, man.
all
Loving all the
day.
supporters and subscribers. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
Without further ado, you already know. Welcome to another episode of Neural Nexus. I'm Tate.
Brass.
Man, what we gonna chop it up about today? What's on your mind?
I heard that technology has started moving into utilities. So like everyday utilities, like cooking ware or screwdrivers and things like that. Screwdrivers aren't as simple as they used to be.
Right.
Back then you could just do like this.
All in the wrist.
Now it's electric.
Yeah.
Now you have touchscreen screwdrivers. I've never like heard of a touchscreen screwdriver. Like, what would you even need a touchscreen screwdriver for?
Exactly, and that's what brings the episode today is utilities. We're not talking necessarily your water, your light, and your gas bill, not those utilities, but they are utilities, and that's a different conversation. But today we're just talking about your everyday common utilities. I mean, especially when you talk about neural nexus, which is
Technology, and how it evolves over time. So
right, yeah, 100%. So, yeah, man, I like that. When you talk about utilities from a technical standpoint, that's like software or program tool that help you enhance what you do, from performance to task, productivity, efficiency, or even maintenance.
yeah,
Everything needs maintenance. Human body, cars, homes, software, technology needs maintenance.
everything.
What utility comes to mind you think of?
When I think of utilities, I mean, me being a car guy as well, I always think of like handy tools. So like screwdrivers and wrenches and pliers and all of those things. So, when I think of tools like that, how could you even incorporate technology into something like that? They didn't think about that like a long time ago.
Right.
They never really thought about it. But today, we have a lot of things like screwdrivers, for instance,
Yeah.
that are electric.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking just recently, man. I caught a flat, and how much I would have loved to use one of those power tools they use.
Yeah.
Nope. I
Yeah.
was using the old school tire iron, just struggling with it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they also have what are they called, the little air pumps.
Yeah.
They have digital air pumps now. You can order some online that you just plug into your car, and you used to have to like plug them into an outlet,
Yeah.
but now you don't even have to plug them in, and some of them are just battery operated. So,
Yeah.
and you can charge it with your car. So that's why I'm like, okay, this is brand new. All right, cool, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
And instantly, I drive an SUV, so to air up that tire takes a lot of effort, and given the right tool, right, or the right utility, I can either pump it up in minutes or I'm gonna be there for a couple hours, depending on the tool you use, right?
Yeah, right.
So, man, I tell you, technology, neural nexus, has changed the way we do things. Again, everyday people doing extraordinary things, and that is the overview of what neural nexus is, man. And like I said, utilities. The one I use, it said it old school tire. I'm trying to get it off. Unfortunately for me, it took a while because the technology they use at the place where I got my tires put on, they use power drill.
Yeah.
The problem, they was torquing it too tight. So here I am struggling, putting all my little 280 pounds in to try to turn it without without trying to break the lug nut and the bolt off.
And see, me when I was younger, I was like really skinny. So when I tried to like help my dad, I wasn't nothing but like a buck 40. So
Right.
when I was trying to help my dad, like change a tire, something simple, I couldn't even pull it. I'm sitting there, I'm like trying to pull it, trying to pull it, trying to pull it, but
Struggle.
yeah. And then he was like, "Man, jump on it." I'm like, "Jump on it, jump on it." So I just stood up on there and started jumping on it. Apparently, but a lot of things have changed, so it could be easier now. Especially with it being electric, you don't have to put your manual force into it. It could just be used the way that it's supposed to with electric,
Yeah.
and you just less manual labor.
Yes. Work smarter, not harder. In that situation, and then when you're talking about utilities, I like now, man. You used to have to take the barbecue grill
Yeah,
before propane. You get your favorite charcoal you put out there. Go out and put the lighter fluid. Be careful with lighter fluid because if you do it wrong, you
be
send your
careful.
whole face.
Yep. And then speaking on like grilling or grills, I saw on Amazon that you can get tongs that have thermostats in them. Like,
So you didn't have to plug in like the thermostat into it?
nope. So instead of you using like a thermometer to check your meat, while you're grabbing your meat to maybe flip it or to take it off of the grill, it has a thermostat built in to where it tells you the temperature of your meat
Yeah.
while you're moving it, which is crazy. I was like, what?
Look how far advanced it be. Yeah.
And
That
then that's something really cool because you don't really think about inventions like that,
yeah.
but when you actually see it, you're like, dang, somebody actually invented that. Where did they think of that from?
An
You know?
all-in-one tool. So now you don't have to go and get the thermostat, which if you forget like I do, it's good to have it all in one. And on top of that, you can serve good quality food because you don't want no one to get sick under eating, especially like chicken, beef, and pork. You undercook that, it's gonna be a bad day.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, still use a thermostat just to be safe,
Facts.
But if you do use that tool, it's pretty cool, honestly. Like you get an idea of what temperature your meat is at. So I feel like it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's something
100%.
that I've seen, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Or even in the kitchen if you're baking and you're mixing things.
Hmm.
When I was a kid, my favorite part was being able to eject the little beaters off and
And
the
look a
frost,
little, yeah.
the icing off the cake before the cake was made, so you're eating
Yeah.
cake dough. But now they got
Yep.
cookie dough ice cream. Who knew things as so simple as that could turn to evolve into something else? And now you can get it to where it's all battery operated. You don't have to plug it
Yep.
in now to the outlet. It's either battery operated or you get what they like to call the uh, bowl itself.
Hmm.
Self cleaning, so non-stick. Because at the end of the day of cleaning things, the hard part was cleaning it up after yourself. That's a hard task. You can ask my
Yeah,
son that; he'll tell
and
you.
a lot of appliances have self-cleaning now, like dishwashers and some stoves and ovens
Yeah,
have self-cleaning. And I'm like, okay, how does it?
clean mode, just doop.
Yeah, I'm like, how does it clean itself? But it does it. So obviously, just be careful, double check. If you have to clean it manually afterwards, make sure you do that because
Yes.
you don't want no old food in your new food.
Yeah.
But just having the convenience of something like that that's evolution right there.
Right. Simplifying the process in the kitchen. For me, I like that too. Self-cleaning products, dishwashers have come a long way. Like you said, tongs for flipping barbecue because I love the grill. I'm working on my grill master certificate right now. I think that that's an awesome things. And just looking at it, like what kind of tools and utilities have you used that simplifies what you do in your everyday life, at home, at work.
Let us know in the comments too. Don't
Please.
forget,
Yeah.
like, comment, and subscribe.
And we do respond. We do like to give it a few days. That way we get all the questions, and then we just kind of pick from there and just kind of repost those same questions. We do make it a point to have a Neural Nexus response section to every episode that we put out there because it's important to show the love and also respond to that love in a kind of general way, man. Like I said, utilities, that's a game changer.
Yeah, the utilities is a huge game changer, and also like on the health standpoint, it helps people not get injured. So like with the tools, when it comes to cars and stuff, it helps people be cautious of hazard things that could happen. Like if you're trying to take off a tire and you're using your hand to twist it, you have the probability of scraping your skin off or something, or hurting your fingers or your hand or something like that.
That's
You know?
100% true. That's
And if you
100%
have a job like myself in IT where you use your fingers a lot to type, it hinders you. It hinders you. So
having band-aids all over your hands, scratched up
you come to work, hey,
knuckles.
what happened to you? Well, I was trying to change a tire.
Yeah, paper cuts do hurt. In case you don't know.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And just being able, like, having utilities like this can actually help people in many ways. Health wise. It helps you from not getting sick because you can see the temperature of your meat or have an idea of it. Or, if you're working on a car, it helps you not put so much strain on your body. And then, a lot of people tear their muscles and stuff trying to take off these parts of these cars.
yeah,
So, if it's electric, you don't have to worry about any of that.
exactly. And electric, definitely, like we talked about here in NeuroNexus, is everyday tools, everyday things. Technology has changed the way we do things. No more of waiting or straining. It really streamlines the way we do things. So for me, I think that that's a key point to focus on. The other utility I like to use in there too, you can talk about the utility for the bathroom now. They
Right.
have mechanism where you just wave over the toilet and it flushes automatically. No more having to touch it, especially if people don't like to wash their hands.
Germaphobes.
Gross. Just don't wash your hand. Go to the bathroom and come out and yeah, like even now you wave your hand in front of the thing and it spits out the paper towel.
Yeah. And you don't have to touch anything behind anyone else.
Nope. Wave your hand and the water comes out. All these utilities have made the way we do everyday things that much better.
Also, it's nice to be sanitary. Make sure you wash your hands every time you use the restroom or if you touch something messy.
Right. You don't want to have the next outbreak because you nasty or you don't wash your hands. Hey, I'm a fist bump, giving people shake hands, old school way. But over time, I've just learned sometimes that might not be the business.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID has come and gone, but germs haven't.
And technology just keeps booming.
100%. 100%.
Thank you, COVID, because COVID has actually boosted that a little bit.
Create that awareness that we so much need because it's so easy to forget sometimes. Especially on a beautiful day like today, you want to just enjoy yourself because you already know when I get home, I have all these utilities that's going to lessen my time in the kitchen, lessen my time on the side of the road for an emergency. All these things are continue to minimize what we call downtime.
Right. And it helps out so much in many, many ways. So, I mean, if you guys see any utilities like on Amazon or any kind of online store,
Yep, Walmart, you name it. A lot of these retail stores are offering the better and more efficient way to do what you do every day.
yeah, and it also like helps you personally. It makes you feel good to be able to use tools like this and not having to put too much strain on yourself.
Yeah.
And with utilities still, like, it's just mind blowing too, because I think I have like maybe 3 or 4 like utilities that have technology like integrated into it.
Okay.
Because I have like the electric screwdriver.
Yep.
I have a self-washing dishwasher,
Nice.
a smart washing dishwasher.
Smart refrigerator. I don't have to open it no more. I can just tap the button and show me what's inside. But I'm old school. I still open it.
Hey, it might tell you one thing and it might not be in there.
Yeah, right. Wait, you said this was in there and it wasn't. That's important. That's-
Or it might tell you that you got milk in there or it's expired.
Yep.
So
Instead of you having to drink and go because you didn't read the label, the refrigerator and all these utilities kind of tell you what's in there. And it even creates a grocery list and lets me know when I'm out because I programmed it to let me know.
And also another safety tip: make sure you write down the date that food expires somewhere else. But milk, for example, if you have your milk for a decently long time,
Yeah.
it'll start to rub off. So when you go to check it, it won't be there anymore. So write down your expiration dates.
Yep. Or your mouth's going to not like the taste. Simple, right?
Your nose won't either,
Yeah,
or your clothes.
because you spit it out and now you clean up another mess. The other
Right.
utility I use around the house too, man, is mopping. I have all tile in my house, and I can't tell you the the old school way of putting the bucket dip out and straining it. Now, put it in there, you press that little button, man, it spins all the water out for you.
Oh yeah, and integrating vacuums and mops together. I've seen that, like where it's a vacuum, but also a mop. It's all in one,
Yeah.
and which is crazy. I'm like, how do you mop and vacuum at the same time? Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. But hey, it works. It works
does.
really well, and that's technology for you.
Yeah. Utilities, everyday common utilities used at the house. What are your favorite ones? What brands? What ones have you?
Robot vacs?
Robot vac. Roomba.
Roomba. Yeah.
Press and go. The pets in the house are not much of a fan of it, but Roomba's been around for a while in the house, and now it's just kind of go. But I remember the first day we broke Roomba out of the box, press the button. Perception look like it's chasing the animal, but we know it's not. It's just doing its job.
And dogs don't like it.
No.
Some dogs like it. Majority of them don't.
Yes. Yes. The pets at our house, it took a while for them to welcome, or what should I say, allow Roomba to do his business around the house.
Well, apparently Roomba was afraid of our dogs because they'd always hide up under the couch and wouldn't come back out.
It gets stuck. I tell you, man.
Every time.
Yes, 100%, man. Utilities. What brand do you like? What brands have you used and it didn't quite pan out the way you thought it was? Because I've had some few just like, send it back.
Hmm. I had a few that were just like, nope, nope, can't do it. Send it back.
Yeah.
Like especially, there was this one thing we got, and it didn't work how we thought it would.
Not the commercial.
Yeah, yeah. So the commercial will tell you one thing, and then when you actually get it and try to use it, it's completely different, or it's just something that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
But kudos to the people that invented it, because they're trying to, get
Game
themselves off
change.
the ground and
Yes.
try to, change how things work.
Yeah.
But, make sure your product works thoroughly.
Yeah. If
Error,
not,
error handling and error checking. And that's a huge thing in programming.
yeah.
It's error handling and error checking. Gotta check behind your work.
All the time. I like it too because it'll let you know when it's full and it docks itself. That's the most part. It goes out and then it comes right back to the same docking station that it took off from. And
Yep.
I love that.
It'll sit back there and put itself in reverse and back itself back in and go to sleep.
And gives you that fancy doo-doo-doo. Lets
Yeah.
you know that it docked itself. Which
Hey,
is a
your
plus.
house is clean now.
Yeah, the kids at our house for sure, man. They like all these technical utilities because it's one less thing that they have to do. Simplifying their lives, their chores. When I was a kid, I was Roomba. I was the automated mop. I was all these different things that now are all automated.
Yep.
Thanks to things like NeuroNexus, changing it, right?
And I honestly, like, when I was younger, I hated having to do one thing, then go back behind and do another thing. So, for instance, like when you're mopping or cleaning your floors,
Yeah,
you have to sweep your floor first.
right.
Get all the dust, the big stuff out of the way.
That's
Once
my
you
niece.
once you get that out the way, then you gotta go through with the mop.
Yeah.
And then you gotta wet the floor. Then you actually clean the floor. Then you
Listen
gotta
to
wet
this
the floor
process.
again.
Listen to this. You feel bad for him having to do that as a child? No.
No, not at all. Not at all. Hey, it's part of life. That's just how you do. You gotta stay clean.
Yeah, 100%.
Wash your hands.
All the time. Sanitize too. It's you talk about utilities in the restroom. I like the fact that you can just wave your hand and it just
Dispense soap.
dispenses water.
Turn on the water.
Yeah, you don't have to turn off the knobs anymore. It's just a beautiful process, and it lets out enough water. And if you need more water, you just put your hand in. Because I've seen it where people walk out and left the faucet running.
Hmm.
Water bill.
Water bill, big time, big time.
Yeah, it don't mean much if you ain't paying it, but it's always consideration of everybody else.
And one thing with the toilets that I've seen recently too is like they have two buttons on the top of them now.
Yeah.
One for urination, and then the other one for the other one.
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2.
Yes.
So,
100%.
and that's saving on your water bill. That's technology too. Having two different buttons for two different things. You don't want to use the number 2 button for the number 1 because it's just a waste of water.
Right.
So,
And out here in Vegas, we're not real on any ocean, so water conservation is huge out here. Yeah.
big
100%.
time, big time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think a lot of HOAs nowadays have things in play where you can't use a certain amount of water within a certain amount of time, or you'll get fined extra.
Yeah, water restrictions.
Yeah.
That is so true. So as you utilize your utilities on your daily life, think about how it once was previously, how it is currently, and where do you see it going? Where do you see it going?
Absolutely.
And the benefits of how we're saving our precious resources like water, air
Electricity.
quality, electricity, all these different utilities and the technology that's helping us and you conserve and be more efficient with it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What you got?
No, I don't have anything. I'm good.
100%. As always, y'all, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Today's topic was all about utilities. What old utilities used to use to the current utilities, and where do you see it going? Because forks are different nowadays. You know,
Yep.
plasticware isn't
Sporks.
so there's sporks. Yeah, you still. I don't care. I still need those.
Yeah, yeah.
But now you have different ways to cut. Knives are not dulling out so as fast. I mean, you just name it. Everything is just evolving to be more efficient, more effective, with a price, but yet it's still more efficient and help you do what you do every day easier.
And if anybody knows how to build a self-sharpening knife, please do it so I can buy it.
With a lifetime warranty, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lifetime warranty. Just in case. You never know what may happen.
Exactly. So all we got here on Neural Nexus, man. Till next time, use your utilities.
Yeah, absolutely. See you next time.
Peace.
In my head, rent free and